Happy Thursday! Literally on the move.
We're live on the move from Dominion Energy Riverrock.
Or what will be Dominion
Energy Riverrock. And we're so excited.
Yeah, we're right here on the James. We're on the Tyler Potterfield Bridge.
Yeah.
Where you can access Dominion Energy Riverrock and walk across to get to Browns Island.
Yes, you
and
can.
we will also have kayak motocross and subcross. So come with us for a little Riverrock tour. All right, we made it off the Tyler Potterfield Bridge. We're here at one of the entrances of Dominion Energy Riverrock and just wanted to give you a little lay of the land to start. So over here we will have beer for sale. So this will be where you can buy the Hardywood Riverrock Pale Ale, maybe some Bold Rock Seltzers. And then over here starts your adventure zone. So you can try a sup or a kayak. They're already out. Really giving off that Riverrock brightness that everybody knows from those pictures of everybody in the canal. We'll have all of our Trinity volunteers down here that help out and let everybody try the canal or the sups and the kayaks. Here we go. You can sneak yourself in one right now. Watch out. So it'll all be ready down here. You see we got our Riverrock signage, getting really hyped up. And then up here, the camp's got to move fast. Up here, we have of course, the signage that you can watch the kayak motocross and the sup cross on the river from the Tyler Potterfield Bridge. All right, let's keep going. So right here we have the Super Ultimate Air Dogs, which I think is probably like fan fave, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, big fan fave. Everybody loves that. I feel like you can't say Riverrock without dogs. People freak out, so this is where all that'll happen. And really, any time that you're there during the weekend, there's going to be dogs jumping. They're either practicing, warming up, getting ready, or they're competing. So come down right here to the helipad, and you'll see these Subaru Ultimate Air Dogs.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
We made it to the actual festival part. Kind of give you a little lay of the land. So we're going to have sponsors over here with some freebies. We're going to have our food trucks, our beer. We're going to have a lot of cool activations. And this will be kind of like the middle of the festival. There's also another entry point once you get across that bridge, 7th Street Bridge. You can come down those steps and everything will be right there. There's Brittany and Megan. And Megan Kia. Shout out. Woo woo! So yeah, a bunch of cool stuff happening right there. Go back to the other side of the bridge and there's our official event merchandise. Got some cute stuff lined up with Allison's tent. So yeah.
We got all the equipment you can use
Behind the scenes. Be quiet. I'm not emo. Yeah, just practicing, getting ready.
Whoa, that's so much rage.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. Hey, I just love Eggy so much. Like, I love him so much.
You said we got Eggy?
We got Eggy. We got Tyler Meacham. We got Carl Jensen's Tiny Universe. We got Sam Grisman Project. We got a bunch of cool people performing this weekend. We got Cosmic Collective, Space Corps. Yeah, come on.
You know it all.
I know it all. We're going to have them on stage this weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There'll be live music. It gets real jumping over here.
It does.
Real jumping.
This is for the super fans.
Yeah. If you're here and you're in crowd, you might see me on stage. Because not jumping into, not performing, not jumping, not here. Maybe at Friday Cheers. But yeah, last year I came up the stairs and I was like recording and a bunch of people were like, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing up there?" And I saw somebody that I knew and I was like, I just realized like I'm on the stage, like, and all these people can see me. Didn't really think about that. So yeah, if you see me, say hey. But yeah, got a bunch of cool stuff going on the stage. Yeah. And we're just gonna keep on going.
This is our most exciting new event here at Riverrock. So this is going to happen starting on Saturday morning. This is the Cup of the East Kayak Polo tournament, and it's a Red Robin style tournament of kayakers in teams of 5 to 8 that just go wild and play some polo against each other. It's supposed to be pretty aggressive. I got to talk to Omar, who was part of the team, yesterday, and we'll have that interview for you later, but it was really great to hear more about that and kind of the ins and outs. And it's with the Richmond Rapids. That's the team that we're partnering with to do it. There's people from like all over coming to do this, so it's very exciting. But yeah, they've got some kayakers out here now, and they're setting up the nets. So these are the nets that they will be scoring into, which looks wild. Like looking at this right now, I haven't seen this yet. You're kind of like, I can't imagine watching this, like how that's gonna work. Maybe because I'm super uncoordinated anytime I hit a kayak, so I can't imagine having the wherewithal to shoot a goal.
Yeah, and I didn't realize it was in the air.
Yeah, no, I thought it was on the like water, not up.
That's actually kind of insane.
It looks really cool. This is a fun area for people to watch too.
And
you can watch along the bridge, which is always nice.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah, so don't miss out. It starts on Saturday morning, but it'll be here the whole weekend as the tournament progresses. Bouldering, you may have heard, has moved this year, so we have a bigger footprint, which is really exciting because we just had too much fun to be contained to one area. So we have bouldering and slackline trickline, which is back, which is really exciting because slackline trickline used to just be slackline highline for a few years. The big fun tricks that everybody knows and loves with slackline are back, and that's all happening up at Canal Plaza, which is a short walk up 7th Street. We promise it's short. You know us, we wouldn't lie to you, so we're going to literally clock it right now and walk up to Canal Plaza, give you a little tour up there, and let you know how far it really is. Terrible manicure.
Go ahead. We finally made it up to Kanawha Plaza and our mics died. And I looked so hyped like we just did something, but it only took us 5 minutes to walk up there. So 0.26 miles is literally just like walking to the old location near the Belle Isle parking lot. This location actually provides such a great scenery, and the pictures, we were just talking about how we know it's going to look so awesome with those buildings and the skyline in the background. Now we're walking over to the bouldering cage so you can get a sneak peek of what it actually looks like on event week when Peak Experiences comes to help us set up for Riverrock. Those of you who were there last year or saw the pictures from the event, the setup was blue and yellow and red, which gave it a cool, like, adventurous feel to it. But this year it's light blue and purple, and I really, really, really like that. Let's head over to the slackline and trickline space. This year, instead of being over the water, the slackline and trickline exhibitions are going to be on Kanawha Plaza right beside the bouldering cage. I said I'm just so excited here, and Nan said the same in the background. This is definitely her favorite. Now I'm starting my watch for our walk back because we're going to go towards the 7th Street Bridge this time. We made it across the bridge. We're back. We're back. It only took us 4 minutes. And 0.19 miles. So if
That's
you're gonna nothing. If you're gonna go to bouldering and slackline and trickline, which you better do, take the 7th Street Bridge. This bridge right here, I'll show you what it looks like.
It's got all the stairs in front of it.
Boom. Take this bridge and you'll be there in a jiffy.
Yeah, and next we have an interview with Omar Hafez from Richmond Rapids, and he's part of the Cup of the East Kayak Polo tournament. And he's just going to give you all the ins and outs of everything you need to know about the Cup of the East tournament for the weekend, so you can get really hyped up about it. I know I learned a lot from him about the sport. I would recommend watching his on YouTube because the sound's a little wonky. We were not prepped to have our mini mics. Honestly, our mini mics have betrayed us on this. This is the 3rd time we've made this video. So we didn't have the best sound for him, but you can still definitely hear what he's saying if you're on YouTube. So definitely tune into that.
You should be watching on YouTube anyway.
Yeah, so you can see all the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We can't wait to see you, and you go to riverrockrva.com for all the updates, all the schedule. You can register, and Riverrock RVA on Instagram.
On Instagram, follow us, and we're going to be announcing our giveaway winners and just a lot of cool stuff that's going on all weekend. So hope to see you there.
Bye.
Rock the outdoors. Let's go.
So tell us a little bit about how you got involved with kayaking and with Richmond Rapids.
Okay, my name is Omar. I discovered the sport in Austin, Texas when I moved there. and I got the privilege of meeting one of my friends, Adam Hugo, who's now the co-founder of Richmond Rapids here. And he was like, hey, let's move back to Richmond, and this would do so well over there because there's like a big outdoor whitewater community and they might just join our sport right away. So we moved back here and we started a club together, and then we kind of got really some momentum. We started getting new players, and we were like, hey, what if we can get into Riverrock and play in the canal? And we were like, oh my God, that would be so cool. So we started like asking around and got lucky and got in touch with John Lugville, and he was like, sure, this sounds interesting. And so we were like, all right, cool. So we started doing that, and now we got sponsors from Whiting Turner and Free North for like our gear and like setting up our pitch and stuff like that. And they were like, all right, let's do this. And the sport is like really cool. It's kind of growing, and we're helping to grow it in America more. So this event is actually kind of like a huge deal because it's like kind of setting history for the sport itself in the Western Hemisphere. There hasn't really been an event this big for the sport since its inception in this part of the world. And so we're like, wow. And so if we get a chance to like do this more, get more players, come back every year, we would be like so happy. And it would be super like exciting for us because we love the game so much. And it's such a cool game because you can kind of play it up in like at any age. Like we have people who are like really young who play, people who are really old who play, and they can play within the same game because it kind of feels more of like a strategy game where it's like where your position is with the boat. And so it's like, and it's very safe. It's like, even though it's kind of aggressive, it's surprisingly safe. And we just think it's such a cool sport, and I plan to keep playing for a long time, you know, because it's also just like a good community. When you travel around, you get a chance to play in other parts of the world. I've had the privilege of playing in like Brazil. I played in Belgium. I played in Canada, and I've just played all around the US too, flying around. And it's such a cool community, and you make a lot of friends. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Tell us a little bit about the tournament format and like what people can expect when they come out to watch it this weekend.
Yeah, sure. So we're doing what's called, there was a chance it was going to rain, so we were going to do what's called single round robin. But the original plan was to do what's called double round robin, where 5 teams all play each other twice. And then depending on placements from there, we have, then there's going to be a final selection, and the final will happen on Sunday at 2:30. So it'll be like a lot of placement games on Saturday, a little bit more placements in the morning of Sunday, and then 2:30 is like the final game. The teams that we have playing are coming from all over North America. So we've got a Montreal team, a San Francisco team, a New York team, an Austin, Texas team, and then we have our local Richmond Rapids team here.
I'm just curious, what's crowd protocol? Like, do people get rowdy when they watch this?
It can get dramatic, and one of the special things that's happening for this event that we think could be a game changer is that we have 2 MCs on the microphone explaining some of the rules and stuff as it's happening, because a spectator will be like mesmerized, but they might not understand some of the referee calls if the ball changes possession or something like that. And we think that our MCs are going to be able to fill in those gaps of knowledge, and will kind of really get the crowd moving when things start to get more dramatic. Because goals and things and jostles kind of get really interesting. You know, if someone has the ball, you can like push them in the shoulder and they'll like tip over, or they'll fight for the ball, or 2 people will like dive on the ball at the same time. Boats will like kind of fly over each other. People will do like crazy stuff with their paddle, like kind of like lacrosse kind of techniques where you like grab the ball with your paddle and manipulate it, and then like you can shoot on the goal with that, you can pass to your teammate. So it's just kind of like a crazy sport altogether.
So it's high energy. People are not, there's always something to see.
Yeah, I would say it's high energy, yeah, for sure.
How long does each like tournament portion last?
Yes, great game. Great question. So each game is technically 2 halves of 10 minutes long. So it's kind of fairly short, I would say, but it's so intense because it feels like a really long time when you're in the game. So 10-minute halves, 2 periods, and there's like a 5-minute break in between for each game.
What is your personal favorite part of the sport?
My personal favorite part of the sport is playing wise. I would say I really like the position I play, which is like a screener, where you try to like move defenders out of the way so someone can kind of come flying in and shoot on the goal. And I really enjoy that a lot because there's an enormous amount of like strength and dexterity required to like manipulate your kayak in such a way to like move players around and kind of like go head to head with them. And I've always enjoyed that a lot, so I'm looking forward to doing that.
What time is everything happening so that people know when to catch it?
Yeah, so obviously Riverrock starts at noon. We're starting our games a little earlier that morning on Saturday, and then our MCs will be live and going at noon. Right at noon, we'll have a game going, and then kind of all the way through the afternoon until 5 p.m. we'll have a game, and then Sunday we'll have games starting again in the morning, going up until the final at 2:30, and then we'll have our award ceremony right after that.
And you are competing, so we got some secret strategy going on?
Yeah, actually we
that you can reveal or no?
No, I can't reveal. But we always do have like a pre-meeting, with our team to try to talk about how we're going to just compete against each team. And what's so cool about this sport is that each team has their own style of playing, and you can never know how the game's going to go. There's a lot of like upsets where you're like, I can't believe this team beat that team. You think they're stronger, but some people were like really fast, and some people were like really strong, and some people have like a really clever passing ability and like are really good at that. So you have to change your strategy for each team. So we have like a little document where we're like, hey, here's going to be our strategy against that team and this team, and so they're trying to like adapt, to everybody's style.
Nice. I like it. We got top secret documents involved.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just curious. So, were you into exclusively like kayak polo, or did you start as a kayaker? Did you start as a polo player?
Such a good question. I started out. I actually was playing a lot of volleyball.
Okay.
And I just stumbled. I was walking across a bridge, kind of like one of these bridges, and I saw it being played under a bridge in Austin. And I just got mesmerized by it as a spectator. So that's kind of like a similar story.
Yeah.
I hope it happens here. And then I was like, wow, that is so cool. It looks so difficult. And I love challenging things. So I went up and I was like, hey, I want to play this. And they were like, oh, okay, well, do you know how to kayak? I was like, no, I don't. They're like, well, you got to learn. And the first thing you do is they'll teach you how to get in a kayak, strap in, how to like try to, flip yourself back up or get out of the kayak if you can't get yourself back up. That's obviously
that's important.
Yeah. So we always open with that. And then I started to get better and better. And then I started going to tournaments and I just started getting hooked on it. And that's pretty much how history got made there.
Nice. That's awesome. Well, I'm springing this on you. I didn't tell you that to end our podcast normally with our guests, we do a quick hitting this or that. So just like a speed round.
Go ahead.
So if you're just going for a leisurely kayak instead of your normal kayak polo, do you prefer lake or river?
I personally would prefer river.
Okay.
It's a lot more adrenaline based, and I don't really like leisurely kayaking as much. I like the adrenaline aspect, which is why I play this sport. And I've been whitewater a number of times, and each time it just seems just as thrilling. So I would definitely choose river.
And if you're just hanging out at Riverrock, here's a spectator, are you not missing the ultimate air dogs or bouldering?
I think I'm unfortunately missing one of the ones I was curious about, which is the mountain biking time trials.
Okay.
I love mountain biking. It's something I started getting into. I think I'm missing that according to the schedule if I check. But I am interested in that. I'll see if I can find time between the games to go and check out the Boulder Bash.
Yep.
Or any of the other stuff. But anyway, yeah, mountain biking would be my top interest if that's what you're.
Nice. Yeah. And if you're just having a fun day on the river, are you going tubing down the river or are you lounging on a rock?
I have been tubing down a river before, so I would probably prefer that. I love action versus inaction, so
I'm sensing the theme. Yeah. I'm a leisure cat, so I'm always really interested when people are way more the adventure. So that's you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Omar. We really appreciate it and hope that the whole tournament goes great. Can't wait to see it. Don't miss the Cup of the East Kayak Tournament. It'll all be available at Riverrock this weekend, and you can check it out at riverrockrva.org for the full schedule. Thanks.
Thank you.